Hey, well, this video coming to you live, Tidal T2K with another vlog. We're going to keep it moving. I got a machine running in the background. And this video is called YouTube Blues. The challenges of coming up in the industry. We talked about in my previous vlog about my Crazy Bone story. It's a 20-minute video. It's long, but it was the truth and it was from the heart. So we're just moving forward. We're just going to talk about YouTube and some of the challenges that indie artists faces with that. And at the same time, you know, some comments about what JayZ talked about as far as the state of the music industry. Because, you know, right now the music industry is changing. You know, we're getting away from this and we're going to this. Right? What's even crazier is that the music isn't even staying on here no more. It's coming from the air now. You don't even keep your music with you anymore. And so, you know, it's just a very interesting change. And it's a challenge, you know. And so I just want to go and talk about what I saw in the JayZ Tidal video. I've been seeing it's been floating on YouTube. Of course, it's probably been on World Star. And, you know, he talks about, you know, how YouTube is only paying him a tenth of what he's supposed to get. You know, it's crazy because I remember hearing a conversation by people who work at Spotify. And they made a very interesting comment on that. They said that kids don't even care to own music anymore. They don't want to own it anymore. They want to listen to it. And what's interesting is that a lot of the money that's made off of these stream sites goes to the streaming site. It doesn't even go to the musician. I remember reading an article, and I should have looked it up before I found it on the video or started filming this video, but sometimes I just go and dive in with these videos. There's an article talking about a really popular song on Spotify, and like it got like over 1 million streams, but like the 4 people involved in the royalty collections of that song only the song only collected 14 grand for them, and then they had to split that 4 ways in royalties. So you can see that they didn't really get that much. And you know, the same thing. Like I got a close, like my cousin and I, we talk about Spotify, and I'll speak for myself on this one. You know, we talk about how there's not much money being made if the big shots aren't making a lot of money on Spotify. What about little old me? You know, and I remember reading more information and more articles about Taylor Swift. You know, Taylor Swift is extremely popular artist, and how she's pulled off her music library off of Spotify. And I think I remember the reason being is because the splits and profits from those streams weren't equal. And so we have people like JayZ coming up with his own streaming service, which people are making fun of, which goes into a whole support system topic I could talk about within this vlog. And JayZ starts his own streaming company, which obviously he's going to give himself the highest percentage of the splits of the streams. However, that's not as mainstream as I think Pandora is, and Spotify. Even Pandora, from what I understand, doesn't really pay that much to the artist who streams. So in this scenario right here, I am an independent artist, you know, and it takes a bigger amount of sacrifice for me to produce this because I'm providing everything here to produce the music I make and then to sell it. And so what you have is an awkward situation. It's like, I could go on CD Baby, or I could go on TuneCore, upload my music on there, right? Pay for it to be hosted, or maybe not with CD Baby. I don't know what the costs are. And, you know, the likelihood of getting a lot of streams is very slim unless you have a viral video on YouTube and stuff like that. And so, in the essence, it's like, why even put it on streams at this level? You know, because you don't really know how many people are going to stream it, and you would like to have it on there because it's like, oh, it's cool. I got music that can be streamed. That's all right, but you're only going to get a fraction of a penny or a fraction of a dollar for the stream. You only get you know, you're not going to get that much out of it. So I don't really see much of a point right now to invest in putting my music on streams, though at the same time I'm considering the format of hosting some of my music on YouTube videos that gets more access and stuff like that. But even then, I know that my view counts are so low that it won't really make me that much profit. However, what I've learned at this level, that the most I've made from my music is from selling CDs still. I believe at this level, you have to have interpersonal relationships with real people that you can see and touch and talk to. Meaning that you have to directly sell your CDs to them. Meaning that you got to do a show, show them that you can do it, and if they like it and connect with it, they'll actually buy a CD if you do a good job, you know. And you know, there was a time back in 2008 when I was peaking on YouTube, and I remember uploading the crunk formula on TuneCore for iTunes, and it was a big deal, and everybody was talking about it, and it was a vibe. And I was connecting with a lot of people online, which it was easier to do back when Blog TV was around. And that has been my best selling single on the internet, period. And you know, at that time it did make a little bit of cash. Not like it wasn't life-changing money, but it did make something. However, though, I've put 3 albums on since then, and none of them has barely scratched the surface. However, when I manufacture CDs, I sell them from my website. I make more profit from that, and it helps support new projects that come out. So it's a struggle because here we are on the second most used website on the internet, and yet the profit margins are still very low for the small guy, unless you're really highly successful on YouTube. But even that is a challenge in itself because, you know, I can just tell you a short story. You know, I've been sharing a lot of my music videos or whatever on my Facebook page, right? And it doesn't get that many likes. I know it's easily glossed over. I know that it's easily just scroll past, you know. However, if I see someone from a different demographic do the same exact thing, and they'll just sit there at the cell phone and sing, and within a day, hundreds of likes. And I'm looking at, and they don't have that many more friends than I do. Hundreds of likes, lots of dialogue going on in comments, and you know, I try not to go too much into the racial differences. However, because I don't want to alienate people who are not the same race as me, even though we're all human race. But you know, I notice a lot of people who blog on here who look like me, talk about our issues that other races and cultures don't deal with. And so it's really hard for me to find a line to walk with that. So that's why I don't talk about it too much. But I just wonder about the support system that we have in our culture musically, and why it's so broken. And it's like, how do we fix that? You know, if I was maybe a different demographic putting out the music that I do, would my situation be better? And you know, honestly, I can't contain or control that or really measure that. But there are some differences, and I know I've been rambling and talking about different things, but I'm really just getting back to the facts that the music industry is very interesting place right now because the want for it is high, but its value is low. And it's easy to get. I mean, it's so easy. You want a song? Real easy. Search it on YouTube, see if it's on there. Get a RIP program, rip it. You got it on. You got it right here again. And then what did the artist get? Nothing. They may get a fraction of a penny from the stream at the AdSense view that came up from the video that you pulled up. So it's really kind of interesting time as an independent artist to figure out what works. What connects with the viewers? You know, what kind of videos can I make that go beyond? Again, my vlogs are doing better and more consistent and having a higher viewer attention based on data than my music. I don't think there's people hating on my music, but I think that's just kind of the natural. That's just how things are right now. So that's why I kind of have the YouTube blues. But it really is a topic. I'm not really so upset about it. And I'm not really so much frustrated about it other than I'm trying different things and seeing how they work. And I'm going from there with that. So, what are your thoughts about what JayZ said? What are your thoughts about Spotify, Pandora? What are your thoughts on YouTube? Do you like the way YouTube is now? And, you know, it's just really interesting because there's like all these creative videos. Like, if you try this and you do this on creative, you know, and you do your videos like this and like that, it'll help grow your community and grow your channel. But at the same time, I'm wondering, does that apply to everybody, or does it apply only to people that look like him? And the reason I say that is because, you know, it's just a different thing going on culturally and musically with different ethnic backgrounds. So maybe we'll get into that later, but I'm not sure. But this is my vlog for tonight. Let me know what you guys think, your opinions. We're going to keep on going. More topics, and we're going to do some more reviews and demos of some new sounds from Native Instruments Machine 2.3. So thank you for watching. Please feel free to subscribe, comment, keep the dialogue going. Delio T2K. Subscribe.